I never imagined I'd be the kind of man sharing a story like this, but here I am. My name is Andrew and I spent 6 years with a woman I thought I truly knew, Olivia. She was magnetic, captivating, the kind of person everyone gravitated toward. We were married for 4 of those years. From the outside, we seemed like the perfect couple: vacation photos, laughter, shared glances, inside jokes. But behind the curated snapshots, there was a reality where I increasingly felt like a background character in her spotlight. It started subtly. Olivia began talking about growth, change, and evolution. "We're still young," she'd say. "People our age are reshaping what commitment looks like." I thought it was just talk, some late-night philosophizing, but then she introduced a term that I didn't even know was on the table: open marriage. At first I laughed. There was no way she was serious. But she kept bringing it up, again and again, until it became undeniable. One night she whispered to me, "No rules, no guilt, just complete honesty. It'll make us stronger." I didn't know how to respond. My initial instinct was to tell her, bluntly, that if she wanted someone else, she could go ahead. I wouldn't stand in her way. But the truth is, I couldn't pretend to be okay with it. That didn't stop her, though. She turned my resistance into a weapon. "You just want to control me," she'd accuse. "You don't trust me." The pressure was relentless. Over time it wore me down. I gave in, but with one condition: total transparency. Whatever she did, I wanted to know. And I'd offer the same in return. The moment she had my reluctant agreement, it was as if a switch flipped. That very night, I saw her texting someone. She wasn't easing into this. She had already jumped, while I stayed still, unsure and unwilling. She ran headfirst into it, and I was left behind, caught between wanting to love her and not wanting to lose her. One weekend, she casually mentioned that she had dinner with a guy from work. 2 nights later, she came home late, her hair a mess, her explanations vague. But the truth was written all over her face. I felt hollow inside. To protect myself, I began stepping away. I started taking walks, going out, anything to breathe. And that's when something unexpected happened. Her sister, Vanessa, started reaching out to me. I saw her at a cafe one morning and she looked at me with concern. "You look exhausted. Are you okay?" she asked. She was the opposite of Olivia: quiet, grounded, kind. At first I thought she was just being supportive, but then the late-night texts started. "You deserve better. She doesn't see what she has." I didn't respond. I held the line, respected boundaries, something no one else seemed interested in. Then there was Tasha, Olivia's best friend. She showed up at one of those bohemian house parties Olivia loved to throw. Wine, mellow acoustic music, and a lot of forced smiles. Tasha found me in the kitchen, touched my arm and said, "You've been looking really good lately. I always wonder why she got to you first." I laughed, but it felt wrong. Invasive. Yet it didn't stop there. Over the following weeks, I started noticing the shift. They sensed the unraveling even if Olivia didn't. Vanessa began dropping by more often. Tasha sent more late-night messages, asking if I wanted to talk. I stayed quiet. I stayed faithful. But I saw the structure Olivia had built around us begin to crack, piece by piece. Then one night it all came crashing down. Olivia stumbled in, tipsy, lipstick smudged, smiling to herself as if she were in on some secret joke. I was sitting on the couch, scrolling through my phone. She leaned down and kissed my cheek. "You've been so quiet lately," she said, her voice almost playful. "Jealous?" I looked at her, barely able to mask my frustration. "Do you even realize what you've started?" She shrugged, her smile faltering. "We're just having fun." "Are we?" I replied, my voice steady. "Vanessa texted me last night. She said she felt bad for me. Asked me to come over." Her smile vanished. Her face went pale. "And Tasha, you remember the night you went on that retreat? She came by. Told me she always had a thing for me." Olivia's eyes widened, her lips trembling. "You're lying," she whispered. "I didn't go anywhere. I didn't touch either of them," I said calmly. "But don't think for a second that they weren't ready to cross that line." That's when it hit her. Not remorse, fear. She realized the rules she had bent to suit her desires were no longer hers to control. She tried to reverse it, said maybe it had gone too far, maybe we needed to find our way back. I stood up. "You wanted freedom," I said, my voice low but firm. "You got it. But freedom has consequences." That night I walked away. No dramatic exit, no grand speeches. Just me, a backpack, and my dignity intact. I didn't run to Vanessa. I didn't lean on Tasha. I left to find myself. Weeks passed. I heard through friends that Olivia was falling apart. Vanessa had stopped speaking to her. Tasha disappeared from her circle. The fantasy she had created began to dissolve. Without an audience, she was just alone. As for me, I healed slowly, quietly, completely. Now, when someone asks me if I'd ever be open to that kind of relationship again, I tell them the truth. Only if they understand that once you let go of control, you may never get it back.